Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Blurry B. Today we're going to be reacting to one of Overwatch's anime shorts. I looked and they have like 3 parts, so we're going to include all 3 of them actually in this one. Let's watch all of them. The first one's called Genesis Part 1 Dawn. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it.
Ground forces deployed to Rally Point Green.
Okay.
Sky, what's your inbound?
Roger, 30 seconds.
What's your
Battalion spotted your sector, 50 clicks south-southeast.
Copy that. Delta,
What
take
is a
position.
click? A meter?
Overwatch on site. Taking heavy fire. Sky, confirm targets.
Affirm. Units approaching. Grid point 19 Charlie.
You've been spotted. You've been spotted. Get
I've
out of
been
here,
spotted.
Sky. Get out of here.
Ah, it's too late for me. Go on. Without me.
No matter what you call them, warbots, tin cans, they were soulless machines.
Oh, okay.
But the truth is, we were scared.
This
I
reminds me
was
of
scared.
Invincible.
They were supposed to be the beginning of a new life.
Oh no.
But in that moment,
Perez.
it felt like the end of humanity.
Pretty.
Life before the war was extraordinary.
Oh, okay.
Anything was possible.
Anything's still
We had
possible.
implemented God programs. The next generation of artificial intelligence became omnipresent.
Well,
They controlled most of our infrastructures.
You just gave it away.
Food distribution systems aimed at helping against famine, poverty. We were no longer defined by our mistakes. No. The AIs were saving us from
oh,
them.
that's intense.
Artificial intelligence
Awesome,
was
but
running
intense.
systems to make our lives better, but
Could you imagine being the people in the vehicles and just all of a sudden abruptly stop like that? I'm just like, the whiplash of everybody in that vicinity.
what was really exciting was combining it with robotics. Omnica Corp started building a new line of state-of-the-art robots. Onyx would eventually eliminate the need for humans to do all those idle, mundane, often dangerous jobs.
Everyday needs that puts power at your fingertips
Line of robots that put power by your side.
and geared up to put power in their hands. Omnica Corp, always looking
How
to
hot
what's
is that
next.
robot? How hot is that robot picking up that child? You know that robot's heating up throughout. If it's just metal, like, burnt that child up.
I embraced it.
Sure, we had the pedal to the metal. But who was really paying attention to the road?
No one. The robots.
Look, Omnica kept making robots smarter, and they made life easier and safer, and as you know, this business is all about what's next.
And what was next was Mina.
And in Tech Talk,
Mina.
Omnica Corps announced today that Dr. Mina Liao, the science prodigy and eminent visionary in robotics, will develop the next generation of Omnics.
Okay.
Omnica Corp has made a lot of strides, and, well, we're
she's
going to
sweating.
do better. What I mean is, they've done great. We've done great. But it's time to reach for the stars.
Why are you sweating?
Frankly,
Why are you sweating?
I had my doubts. Dr. Liao was a legend in her field, but we were asking her to push the limits of what
What's that little tool
many
doing?
thought was
That's a little spritzer.
already perfection.
Somebody should have put a stop to it.
Oh.
It wasn't science. It was arrogance.
Oh, okay.
When it came down to the moment of truth, we had no idea what was about to happen.
What?
It didn't just activate. She was born.
Life before the war was extraordinary. Anything was possible.
Those eyes, though.
But
those eyes.
It was all about to change.
Those eyes. Piercing. August 10th. That's coming around the corner. This is Genesis Part 2, Innocence. All right. Let's go. Oh, we pick up right where we left off. Those eyes. Just...
Aurora was the first of us to awaken.
Rona or Arona?
Can you imagine how she must have felt?
Curious, scared.
Born in a laboratory, surrounded by your creators. And then you learn the truth. That there is no other creature like you anywhere. That you are truly alone.
Well, to start, yes. But not forever.
Dr. Liao discovered that Aurora was sentient, that she was alive, thinking, choosing.
It was hard to believe.
That would be
I didn't
very
want to believe it at first.
Interesting.
Every single test we could come up with. Every one.
And then the entire world found out. Dr. Liao committed career suicide by saying Aurora was alive. But her testimony was very compelling.
This just in, a stunning ruling.
The robot
Machine
was declared
or
a sentient being.
alive?
Granted her freedom and released into the world.
I was so relieved.
I mean,
she
is
had
it
a chance to actually live free.
Are they ready to live free?
And she made the most of it.
Aurora had been born into a world that she didn't understand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, is Aurora ready to just be thrusted into like society?
Learning, watching, seeing how humans treated each other, the good and the bad.
Good job.
But eventually, she had questions about the nature of her own existence.
As everybody does.
About her soul. And she
I mean,
could only
epic
find
shot.
those answers alone.
Everybody questions that at one point in time. Not everybody, but
while all that was happening, there was a lot more scrutiny into Omnica Corp's operations. It didn't go well for us. Overspending, mismanagement.
That looks
fraud
bad.
Even. In a couple of years, Omnica was done.
All those automated production lines, completely abandoned and unmonitored for years.
Why?
By humans, anyway.
Breaking news out of Nigeria. Countless social media reports of an invasion underway.
Remains unclear exactly what's happening in Central Africa, but we do have some footage from the scene.
Also getting eyewitness reports of strange robots designed for combat.
We were caught
Who
by
designed them?
surprise. The world was caught by surprise.
By who? By the other sentient robots? By someone.
Omnics were attacking everywhere.
Also, that
It
thing's
seemed
big.
like every country was hit from every direction, all at once.
We didn't know it then, but one of the God programs, originally designed to help humanity, had hijacked Omnica's production lines
What?
to build warbots
No
of its
way.
own design.
They called it Anubis.
That should never
It
have
was built to
happened.
maintain ecological balance of all things. For conservation.
Its goals could not be achieved without the end of humanity. And it used
Makes
us
sense.
to carry out its plan.
Dude, a bit intense. My dog just ran out. Crazy.
We were running out of hope.
I mean, good on that medic.
There was a little. Only a few teams across the world were able to mount a real defense.
Oh,
The best of the
Overwatch!
best joined the special strike team called Overwatch.
Just like, please duck.
It was a brilliant decision to recruit Dr. Liao. Who knew more about Omnix than she did?
True that. What are these
Those
graphs
first
doing?
victories showed the world what Overwatch could do. Soon the strike team was joined by a whole army. Of course, recruits like me were always amazed by what the core team could do.
I'd be like, can I have the set? Like, he has a
Overwatch
different
had
gun,
the
right?
impossible objective
Can we have
of winning
that
the
update
war.
here?
And sometimes it seemed we
He
might
just
actually
throws
pull
his
it off.
weapons.
Anubis didn't sleep, didn't feel fear, and didn't feel despair. But it also couldn't feel hope. That was what Overwatch gave us. And even then, we had to wonder if hope.
He has got to be a huge guy in that suit, like in general. Is he 7 foot? What is his height, dude? He's a giant. Part 2 complete. All right, this is Genesis Part 3 Rebirth. So far, I'm loving all of it. Honestly, the animation reminds me of Invincible. It's pretty good animation in general. The story is very. I love the story. Gives context, background as to what happened, because you know that there's two sides of Overwatch. There's like Overwatch, and then there's not Overwatch. But yeah, okay. So the last one, Genesis Part 3 Rebirth. Let's go.
The United Nations created Overwatch. And we won some victories.
Why does he look upset?
We thought the tide had
Like
turned.
all the time, though. I mean, it makes sense.
Unfortunately, it
Telling a
did
horrible
not
story.
quite work out that way. But life had to go on.
Evacuate. Genesis Part 3 Rebirth. Human-powered mechs fight back.
Any battle we won, the Anubis program was learning from its defeat. We
Which
could never
is
beat it
scary.
the same way twice.
No, of course not.
Annihilation.
I mean, that's big.
Or victory, depending on your point of view, seemed inevitable. And I know I had no choice in the matter. I was under the control of the Anubis program. But it haunts me.
I could
All the
imagine that.
Omnics had their major subroutines overridden and controlled by a lone god program.
Not having any control of your movements? Yeah.
All except one.
Who? Oh, the original. Aurora.
Her sentience meant that she was immune to the Anubis directives. But if the AI could interface with all these Omnics, maybe Aurora could too.
True that? She's the key.
She was one of a kind. But we had found a way to replicate her.
Okay.
To
This sounds like it's
transmit
turning
her.
dark.
But the cost
Might be wrong.
would be so incredibly high.
How high? How high? I'm not liking this. No. Guys.
Whatever Aurora was looking for on her journey to Shambali, in that moment,
no,
she had found it.
Don't talk for her.
We were pretty confident we knew what the results would be.
You're pretty confident.
But I will never fully understand
I
what
need more.
really happened in there.
I need more than pretty confident here.
Aurora gave us a chance.
What? Or gave her life.
Everything changed. It was the strangest thing I ever saw. That moment would be known as the awakening.
For the first time in our existence, we were suddenly given a choice. Some chose to lay down their weapons. Some continued to fight the humans. But some of us chose to turn against the AI that had held us captive.
That's what happens when you have a choice. You can choose whatever. Yeah.
Overwatch
Either way.
seized the moment. They started a counteroffensive. It would take some time, but it was the start of us winning the war. The strikes and counter-strikes eventually drove the enemy forces to collapse. By some small miracle, we infiltrated and quarantined Anubis in Cairo. Months later, the war was over. We had won.
Alright. Who took that picture?
I got to know some of them. They are like us. Reflections of us. Some are no good. Some I would trust with my life. I suppose we all had an awakening.
Yeah.
The awakening. Of course I remember. For one brief moment, we were all connected and aware. What I remember more than anything else is her message. My friends, when I was born,
I was overwhelmed. Overwhelmed by the sudden rush of senses, emotions, choices. I was excited. Alive. It was frightening.
Yeah.
But I found in facing fear, there is freedom. And through freedom, you can find your own path. I have chosen to share the discovery with you. A new beginning. I wish I could stay. You have this one life. Choose well.
You have this one life.
Choose well.
Aurora!
Choose well.
Aww. Watched a whole movie. Literally watched a whole movie. And a start, a middle climax, and then a good, nice ending. You know, just crisp. I almost teared up, but I held it in because I'm strong. But yeah, that was awesome. Everything I want and more. 3-part series of Genesis. If you like the content, if you like my reactions, please click that like button, click that subscribe button. If you have any suggestions to anything that you would like me to react to, please let me know in the comments below. But yeah, until then, goodbye!